Welcome to Old Dork and Dungeoneer. I'm the Old Dork.
And I'm the Dungeoneer.
He's also my son. He's now 12, so what better
What is wrong? I am 10.
Really?
Yes.
10? So what better time than to try something somewhat age-appropriate?
Don't we decapitate zombies?
Right, something completely not age-appropriate. Today we're going to play Dungeons & Dragons for the very first time.
It's like the 7th.
We're going to play Dungeons & Dragons for the very first 7th time. Now, Dungeons & Dragons is a role-playing game. In fact, a tabletop, pen and paper RPG. Do any of these terms mean anything to you?
No.
Right, I'm gonna tell you a story in which you are the main character. Every action you take will have a consequence. Mostly, it will end up with your character being dead.
Great.
Because today we're gonna play Classic Dungeons & Dragons, which was famous for being quite easy to pick up, but also infamous for being quite unforgiving. What sort of character class have you chosen to play as?
A wizard.
Yes, your character is definitely going to die miserably. What name have you chosen for your character?
Ash.
Is that because you're completely obsessed with Pokemon?
No.
And now that the character is done, are you happy with your final decisions? Too late, anyway.
Okay. I was about to change them.
We're gonna start your very first adventure, an old classic from TSR called The Orphans of Sol Corona.
I thought you made that.
Nope, I did not. A very handsome author did, obviously, very witty as well. Also not a child-friendly adventure, so we will have to make some adjustments to it, otherwise we would probably get social services knocking at our door.
What's Sol Corona?
I like your inquisitive mood.
Yeah, now tell me.
No spoilers. It's all about the surprise effect.
No!
Yes, it is about the surprise and possibly dying miserably in the first room.
I will not!
Our first adventure starts in the year 1000 AC.
Okay. 1000.
Yeah, don't you want to know what AC stands for?
I know Domino.
No, that would be AD actually. After the crowning
After coronation.
of the first emperor of Thayatis. Ash, a 16-year-old young man, is an orphan and he has lived literally under a rock.
Really?
Because your house has been an orphanage carved into the rock of the Black Peak Mountains in the Grand Duchy of Karameikos, which is one of the allies of the Empire of Thayatis. You have been cared, nurtured by a funny old looking man called Argo. Now he's been hosting 16 orphans at a time. Obviously he is very old. He has 2 assistants, a young man and a young woman. The man is called Atur, the woman is called Daska. You're free to seek any interest you want. Luckily for you, you have befriended a man in his early 40s called Bastin Bora. He's a scholar and he currently visits a village called Verge. He has gifted you your most prized possession.
What is it?
Which is your very first spell book.
Are there any good spells in it?
Just one.
Is it good?
Well, it's called Read Magic and it just lets you read.
Oh, what a good spell!
Well, it will actually help you read scrolls, for instance.
Okay, I'd rather have a really good spell than read scrolls.
Well, that's the only one he taught you so far. Today is the 15th of Newmont. You find yourself in Verge, covered in snow. You're having a good chat with your friend Bastian Bora at the Tavern of the Boar's Head. But the conversation is, your day out is cut short because there is a snowstorm approaching. So you and Bastian Bora are about to leave the tavern. He puts a hand on your shoulder and tells you, Ash, tonight, don't go to dinner with the others.
Wait, what?
Pretend to be sick and everything will be more clear.
How do you know that we're supposed to go to dinner?
That's a very good question. You probably have a lot of questions to ask Bastian Bora right about now.
Yeah, so I grab his hand.
Unfortunately, he's left the seat already.
Yeah,
very cinematically.
he magically disappears.
Like Batman. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
And he disappeared.
I don't go to dinner. I'm really sick. Sorry, I can't go.
Sure, it works. Also worth mentioning, you have shared the same dormitory number 4, with other 3 orphans at Sol Corona. There is a young man called Brenner, but everybody calls him Bren, another man called Zeno, and a young woman called Eleni. Do you tell any of them that perhaps they shouldn't go to dinner?
The Bren guy. Bren, I feel kind of sick. Can you stay with me a bit, please?
I'll be more than happy to. I don't even like the food here. It's terrible. I'll rather not go to dinner.
That's rude. Does he actually think that?
Most of you are now 16. In fact, all of you are now 16 years old. The expectation is that very soon all of you will leave. And this Brent guy seems to be quite keen on getting out and living life on his own. And this brings the 15th of New Month to an end. And then we can start when you wake up from not exactly the most comfortable of sleeps. You wake up on the morning of the 16th of New Month. The room in which you find yourself, well, it looks like a cell.
Did I ever not go to dinner before?
No. And as you tried your best to compose yourself, to your right, there seems to be a sleeping person. You're quite sure, in fact, that it's Brent.
I scream at him.
Oh gosh, what is this place? Where are the others? What would you like to do?
Go to the left side, I guess.
It soon becomes apparent that somebody must have had quite the heavy night last night, because it's definitely somebody snoring.
Zeno.
Correct, yes, it is Zeno. Asha, is that you? And then he stops. He curses, but you're not gonna say that.
Beep!
And he stops slapping his face. Did you stop him from slapping his face?
Zeno, stop.
Oh, am I dreaming?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I came in very late last night. Oh, let me tell you a good story.
Okay, fine.
What? Fine, you don't care about exposition. But Zeno is awake as well. He also has an inkling for relieving people of their possession. Let's put it that way.
So he's a thief.
It's definitely, yes, he's a thief.
We'll go to the very dark area.
And on this corner of the dungeon room, you find a sleeping young woman. No surprise, it's Eleni. She stands up.
Screams.
Good morning, guys. I can't wait to have breakfast. She doesn't look like she's noticing anything out of the ordinary.
Lenny, all of us see this dungeon-like place.
Oh, come on, Ash. I'm not going to fall for that. Well, lovely, Eleni. I must admit, not that I am afraid, but Ash is indeed right. This is not Sol Corona. This is a horrible, stinky place, and it's pretty cold as well. But fear not, Eleni. I shall protect you with my life. And oh, nothing else. Well, I need my stuff. But of course, this is not the Fort Dormitory. Or is it? Thanks to your innate intelligence, you've started to realize that the layout, the position of the items, where your lovely fancy beds would be, the pillar, well, even the position of the stinky toilet hole, match exactly the position that you see these items in now.
This room is sus.
So, what do you do?
I guess I go to the door.
Of course, yes. It's locked.
Is it?
Yes, very much locked.
Zeno, can you try and pick the lock?
Of course I can, Ash. Let me try. Zeno hears, well, you all hear, in fact, a metal click, as if something has happened inside the lock. He's about to say something, but all four of you hear a voice, in fact, a scream, coming from behind the door. Eleni! Guys! Wake up, we're in danger! So whoever it is
From you?
Seems to know your names, and you, Zeno, and Bren hear a gobbling, but Eleni, instead, hears exactly the same words, but spoken by a tour.
My life is a lie.
That is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you've seen, well, what's going on?
No, hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, of course. All those things that young people do. Hit everything except the dislike button.
Yeah, we don't like the dislike button.
He's only 10. I don't want to pay for a psychiatrist and the trauma that might cause him. So, thank you for watching and keep rolling.
Bye.